Good afternoon, guys. Yes, I'm sorry I'm late for a lunchtime video, but I've been out busting my ass, hence the reason I'm sweat soaked here, trying to clean up stuff and do different things and whatever. While I was out, Mrs. P and I have been cleaning up the yard for the past 3 days, getting rid of brush and trash from the garage build and anything that I can't burn has got to go to the dump, right? Plus normal trash, okay? For those of you guys that live in the country, you understand what I'm talking about. For those of you guys, suburbs and city where you have trash pickup, we don't get that in the country, all right? We get to drive, in my case, about 8 miles to the dump and take our trash out ourselves. And so you do whatever you do, and I made a couple of runs to the dump today. Just getting back. And I wanted to show you something real quick that I saw on the way back. And it won't make sense until I explain it afterwards. But I want you to take a look at this. So that is just a couple of different places along the road. The backwoods country roads. That are in my area. Notice everything dead. Now, I want to give you a quick story here. This was about a month and a half ago, and I was out doing something in the yard like I always am, and a truck pulls up in front that has TVA on the side of it, Tennessee Valley Authority, okay? And they pretty much take care of everything around the lake and, any of the wild area, if you will. So I talked to the guy for a second. He's like, we're here to spray. And I'm like, oh, hell no, you're not coming anywhere near here spraying. And I wouldn't let them up the street. Okay, so they didn't come. Now, if you ever watched Deep South Homestead, a while back, Danny and Wanda were talking about having a sign out on the edge of their property that says no spraying organic farming. Okay, now I don't have a sign like that or anything like that. But it was watching that video that made me tell these guys not to spray. I'm damn sure glad I am, okay? Because that is the effect of what the spraying is. Now, I'll give you this. Where I live, okay, this part of Tennessee, a lot of cattle, a lot of agriculture, okay? A lot of straw, a lot of hay, a lot of cattle, everything like that. But that's primarily the industry, if you will, in this area, cattle ranching. Okay? Where I showed you that, there's a stream that runs right through there. Okay? This is where your food is coming from. This is where your water is coming from. All this crap that we hear over and over and over again about we've got to save the planet. Yet the government agencies are spraying chemicals into your water supply, which gets into your food supply. You see that. Try growing any vegetables in that soil. Toast. Is it Grazon? Who knows what they're spraying? But that stuff is dead. And if you noticed in there, it's not only the weeds, it's the trees. Okay? You guys have seen, those of you that watch it and don't bitch about it, the videos where I'm driving, and you see how green this area is. I live out in the woods. They come through and spray all this crap that gets in the soil, that gets in the water, that gets in the food system, and now you can't grow. This wasn't 5 feet up the side of the road. You saw in that video. That's 50 feet off the side of the road. And these aren't the only two places, guys. Trust me, I could have given you 5 minutes worth of video. Easy. Okay? It's everywhere around here, except around my house, okay, and up the hill. You hear all this crap about, we can't build Keystone pipeline because, oh my God, the turtles or whatever that we're going to offend. What if there's an oil spill? What do you care? You're spraying all the same petroleum-based chemicals right all over the ground anyway. Do you see where I'm going with this? California won't clean up the underbrush, so you get a whole bunch of fires. You have environmentalists all over the place that are insanely stupid. They'll destroy the economy at the same time as destroying the environment. What animals, frogs, bugs, who knows, lived in all those plants? There were, where I filmed there are a whole bunch of real pretty orange flowers that come out in the summer, right in there. They're all dead, okay? I don't have to tell anybody about the crisscross patterns we all see in the sky every day from airplanes. Yes, and I know people say, well, that's planes going north and south, and that's planes going east and west, and that's the way they fly. Really? I live out in the sticks. This is not exactly what you'd call a heavy flight pattern area. And I've seen a lot of that lately around here. You can play tic-tac-toe in the sky. This whole thing that passed yesterday, and like I said, some $300 billion into saving the planet crap. At the same time, our government is out here poisoning our food supply and poisoning our water supply. Does that tell you anything, newbies? People that are watching this video going, oh, gee, I have nothing else to do. I'm going to go check this guy out real quick. Why you need to be growing your own food, making your own soil, because the food that you're getting in the store is turning into being poison, guys. Like I said, that spraying right over there is right over a creek. Who uses that creek? Oh, I don't know. Probably the people that live around there for their fresh water because it probably fills their wells. Oh, the animals that, cattle, like I'm talking about, that are thirsty and they go down for a drink. Gee, and that all winds up in them, which winds up in you. And no, this isn't a city thing. This isn't a county thing. This isn't anything like that. This is the Tennessee Valley Authority that did this, okay? Tennessee Valley Authority takes care of the water around Tennessee, Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia. What goes on in the Southeast, guys? Oh, I don't know. A whole hell of a lot of growing. Maybe not for long. This is why we need to have food put away and grow our own and do whatever we can to protect our land. Because the powers that be are very quietly trying to do whatever they can to destroy it in the name of environmentalism. What's wrong if they want to take down the overbrush that is along the side of the road? Get a bush hog out and cut it down. You know what that does? That decomposes and turns into compost and helps things grow better. It's natural. All these people bitching about we're poisoning the environment, and I'm watching the damn government doing it right in front of me. And there is the video in case anybody doesn't believe it. Enjoy the rest of your day. I'm going to go out and get sweaty again. Pinball out.